Morning, Abotai. One of the foremost principles of lighting Nerot Chanukah is the idea of Pirsumei Nisa, which is the publicizing of the miracle through the lighting of the candles that people see. For that reason, the sages were mitakin. They enacted that when the Chanukah lights, when the Chanukah candles are lit, they should be lit at the entrance of one's house or at the entrance of one's yard. And that be'emet used to be the minhag of all Am Yisrael. They used to light outside, right next to their door, on the left side, opposite the mezuzah. However, the Bet Yosef quotes the Tshuvat Rashba, and that's also quoted La Halacha by the Rama, that nowadays, because of the sakana, because of the persecution that Am Yisrael has gone throughout the Galut, and the Goyim used to vandalize it and used to identify Jews that way. Because of that, the primary mitzvah of Adlakat Nerot Chanukah was brought indoors. They didn't light outside anymore. And besides for select places in Eretz Yisrael today, that seems to be the prevalent minhag of Am Yisrael today, both in Eretz Yisrael and in Chutz La'aretz. That's what we do. Now the question becomes, when you're lighting indoors, what's the order of priority about where in the house to light? So according to Maran Zichrono Livracha in Chazon Ovadia, as follows: if a person has a window that faces the street where the public walks, you should put it on the windowsill so that people can see it from the outside. You still get the Pirsumanes when people walk by. That's best case scenario. If not, the Ben Ish Chai writes in Parashat Vayeshev that even when a person cannot light on the left side of the door, or the left doorpost, on the outside, according to Kabbalah, a person should still light on the left doorpost on the inside, which means even on the inside of the door, opposite the mezuzah, within one tefach, which is about within 3 inches of the doorpost, you light it right there. Now, if a person doesn't have children or older children, whatever it is, so over there, that's okay. It makes it, it's not a fire hazard. You can leave it there, and, that's not an issue. But for whatever reason, if that's dangerous, kids can get to it, or if a person needs to go in and out of the door and it's going to block it, then, or if a person doesn't have a window that faces the street, what a person can do is, like the Rashba says, Manicho al shulchano v'dayo. You can light it anywhere in the house. You can put it on your dining room table, light it over there, and you're yotzeh, because nowadays, ikar pirsumanes, the primary element of publicizing the miracle is for bnei habayit, is for the people inside the house and not outside, and therefore you'd still be yotzeh like that. What about people who live in an apartment building? So like this, if they have a window that faces the street and they're within 20 amot of the street, 20 amot is give or take between 35 and 40 feet. So if they're, let's say, within 3 floors of the street, light in the window because people on the street can still see. If they're higher than that, over there it's not going to help to light in the window because people don't look that high, and therefore you can really light anywhere in the apartment, unless, says Maran Zichrono Livracha in Chazon Ovadia, if you have an apartment building directly across from you with people whose windows can see into yours, so over there it's best to light in the windows, so you have Pirsumanes for the buildings that are opposite you, and that is the order of priority with which to light Nerot Chanukah inside or outside of the house Yom Tov.